The IRC stands for the International Rescue Committee. We're a nonprofit organization that works with refugees all around the world, but in San Diego we work to resettle refugees in the San Diego area. And the Students Plus program is the after-school program that works at Crawford High School through the IRC, and to work with refugees and any teen actually at the school that wants to improve their English, improve their math, and just improve their grades in general, and have a safe place to hang out after school. The Crawford neighborhood, the neighborhood surrounding Crawford High School, is a lower, low-income area, and it has there's some violence in the neighborhood, and a lot of it is gang violence. And the main park in the area is Colina Park, and it's been the site of a lot of violence over the years, and a lot of that violence comes down to ethnic lines. Whether it's the Somali students being targeted, or African American students being targeted, or Hispanic students being targeted. It's a place where a lot of students are afraid to walk through the park, especially late at night, and especially right after school. As soon as school gets out, it's just there's so many students there that there's a scene of it's a kind of a flashpoint of a lot of violence after school. So we've been looking for a way to keep some students after schools on Friday, to keep their interest, and kind of have a fun activity going on that maybe is not so much academic, but a little bit more fun, and something that they can get their weekend started on a fun note. So a couple years ago, we decided to start a sports after school on Friday. So we originally started with boys trying to play flag football, basketball, anything to kind of keep them after school. But no one was really that interested in basketball or flag football. Most of the students were Somali students, so they all love soccer. So every week they'd come and say, "Let's just play soccer. Let's just play soccer." And we'd had maybe 5, 6, 7 students staying around on Fridays just to play football or basketball or whatever. The first day we brought out a soccer ball, there was over 20 students staying. And so even though it wasn't my first choice, it became evident that soccer was the thing we had to do after school on Friday to get the students to stick around. So every Friday we just started playing pickup soccer games just on the school field, and it was always 20, 30, 40 students sticking around after school to play. And they would just come out there, play barefoot, in their jeans, whatever, just out there to play soccer, to have fun, and just stick around for hours after school. And we were saying maybe they'll stick around till 3:30, maybe 4. It was going on 4:30, 5 o'clock, still sticking around playing soccer. We'd take a water break, they'd want to come back, play again. It was so popular we didn't know what to do with it all. So this grew and grew and grew until we were having 45 students. We get 2 games going because it was so crowded. The teams were 20 on 20. And eventually we wanted to make this a little bit more formal because it was just getting so crazy and so big. So a fellow staff member found a grant that was called the LA 84 grant from the 84 Olympics in LA. And they funded sports programs for underprivileged students. So we received a grant from them to turn this into a formal league with uniforms, cleats, real equipment, referees, coaches, and really formalize the whole thing. One of the big things when the lady came out to observe our site for the first time was she saw all the students playing, and almost all of them were playing barefoot. And we had an old beat-up soccer ball, and some of the students had, instead of shin guards, they had just taken socks and stuffed socks on their shins and taped them with athletic tape to their shins to make their own shin guards. So she stayed for probably 15, 20 minutes, and she's like, "Oh my God, we got to get these students cleats and shin guards and give them some good soccer equipment." So we received the grant, and so that was last year. So this year was our first year of starting the formal league. So we put out flyers around campus, we had sign-ups, and over 100 students signed up to play in the first season, which was going to be a 6-week-long season. So we decided to hold the league in Colina Park to kind of provide a positive influence in that park, having something positive going on in the park where the students will look at the park as a safe place. Something fun is going on there, and it's not something that you always have to fear. It's not somewhere where you're trying to avoid, but somewhere where you can go watch a game, go participate in a soccer game, and just kind of give it an overall positive environment in the park, as opposed to all the violence that had been taking place there.
I it's, since I began playing soccer, it's been easy for me to make friends because I'm not like scared to say hi or introduce myself. Because in soccer, with every team you play, you meet new people, and it's easier for me to meet new people because I'm like used to it. And before I played, I used to be a lazy cash potato doing nothing, and then my friend introduced me to soccer, so I started playing and lost a lot of weight and became. My parents were happier for me because I'm finally doing something with my life. Well, Colina Park was like a little park, a little soccer scrimmage every day where people from all around the neighborhood come and just have fun and play. So one day, me and my friend, we went there, and we saw how people scrimmage and how we play and everything. So so ever since then, I began to play soccer and became like a sport for me. And until now, I play at Colina. Having a chance to play soccer is like a goal for me, because I always wanted to be in a team, and since I started last year in a team, I never knew how to play with like teammates and everything. So last year when I entered a team, they taught me how to play as a team and how to pass and how to not have confidence in yourself to, you know, to play other teams and defeat them. And since I joined the IRC, I made like a lot of friends, and they taught me new stuff while we were practicing throughout games. We just learn new stuff every day. My cousin, he never used to play soccer, but then I told him you should play because it's a good sport. It helps you out with everything, your fitness, and you might have a better life instead of just hanging out doing nothing. You could be active and having fun with more friends and everybody.